All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is June 26, 2025, and we have a very interesting Friday, Junior. Really, a lot of the action started at the beginning of the week. Remember, we were worried about war and all of that, and then you had your little ceasefire, and now the last couple of days we've been going over with economic data. I guess it's risk on, it's not. We haven't heard much, and then now, the really only other topic is whether or not we fired Jerome Powell. What do we get for July in the reconciliation, and where do we go from there? So you had a little bit of data, jobless claims, continuing claims, and GDP. It actually came in a little bit lighter, so maybe you'll hear some people talk about it, but generally it is the same vibe as the last couple of days. Remember, you are still running from the He Is Risen rally. So it is quite wild, but now the week is about to wrap up. You do get the big data tomorrow, and then we will see where it leads us. So, Chad, I hope you're ready for it. I hope you got some patience. And good morning. What's up, baby? How we living? Good morning. Dirt roads, baby. What up, Tyree? White shits, winning loser, Noah, Jim, Tim Whitman, baby. James Ansel, good morning. What up, Richie? What up, Godfather? Kurt, Dr. James Cash, baby. Good morning. Bright and early, Mev. Dollar, Gopi, Mark, Todd. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, baby. What up, Rosarino? Aztec, KD. Marcus Hanlon, good morning, baby. What up, Prayer Request? What up, Childress, Mocha, Sticky, Dakota, Z-Rod, Mustafa, Mr. Edwards, Andrea, Lecky Soldier. Good morning, baby. What up, Toast? What up, Kev? JJ Battle, Exordius, A.N. Run, Joey Kakamo, Brown Todd Cruz, Cantology. Oh, my goodness. Good morning. What up, Mr. Browning? What up, Mar? What up, Carter? Mr. Fahar? Oh, my goodness. So, Chadadonia, Turbo, Forrest, Samuel, look at the Chad! Oh, man. So, if I missed you, baby, I love you still. I hope you have a good day, baby. I hope you have a good morning, baby. Let's get it. But now, here is Josh AI with the news. Yes, here he is today. Yes, this is for today. Top overnight news. He's excited. Central banks. Trump considers naming Powell's replacement by September or October, potentially earlier. Link Bloomberg. Chair Powell says Fed uncertain on tariff impact, still assessing consumer price effects. Bloomberg, Reuters. Hong Kong Monetary Authority intervenes to defend currency peg for first time since May 2023. Bloomberg. Washington, Treasury nearing deal that would make Section 899 revenge tax irrelevant, increasing speculation it could ultimately be scrapped from reconciliation bill. Bloomberg, Reuters. Senate Republicans considering delaying implementation timeline of stricter crackdown of Medicaid provider taxes to win over moderates. Punchbowl News. House Republicans Treasury Secretary inch toward agreement on SALT deduction. Bloomberg. Senator Collins proposes new taxes on high earners as Republicans negotiate Trump's tax and spending bill. Bloomberg. Bessent extends debt ceiling special measures through 24 July. Urges Congress to act before August recess. Bloomberg. White House Council of Economic Advisors argue tariffs and economic growth from big, beautiful bill will reduce debt. FT report. Bezos and Blue Origin pursue government contracts amid concerns over Musk's relationship with Trump. Link. White House national security officials to brief lawmakers Thursday on Iran strikes, won't include DNI. Washington Post. Trade tariffs. China adds 2 controlled chemicals to combat fentanyl, raising hopes for lifted tariffs. Reuters. White House eases controls on ethane exports to China. Bloomberg, Reuters. EU leaders to decide on quick U.S. trade deal or escalate negotiations for better terms. Reuters, Handelsblatt. EU competition chief states crackdown on Apple, Meta, and Google isn't a trade negotiation tactic. Bloomberg. Japan's top trade negotiator reiterates 25% auto tariffs unacceptable as he prepares for 7th round of talks. Bloomberg. Markets. Investors brace for volatility spikes amid geopolitical risks and potential oil price shocks this summer. Reuters. Analysts warn of potential sell-off unless more sectors join technology stocks in the market rally. Bloomberg. Debt concerns put long-term U.S. bonds on track for largest quarterly withdrawal since height of pandemic in early 2020. FT. Foreigners turn net sellers of Japan equities for first time since March. Bloomberg. Geopolitics. Trump defends claims of Iran airstrike success, criticizing initial damage assessment as inaccurate and premature. Axios link. Trump says we'll speak with Iran next week and may sign potential nuclear deal. Flags easing oil sanctions enforcement. FT Reuters. Trump has cordial talks with Zelensky. FT may send Ukraine more Patriot missile systems. NY Times. NATO agrees to significant military spending increase, aligning with Trump's push for European self-sufficiency. NY Times. Iran, Israel, and U.S. share belief strikes badly damaged critical infrastructure at nuclear facilities. Fox News. CIA Director Ratcliffe says credible intelligence indicates Iran's nuclear program severely damaged. NBC News, New York Times. Iran's supreme leader Khamenei's absence over past week fuels speculation about his fate. NY Times. U.S. strikes on Iran may prompt China reassessment about Taiwan and prospect of American intervention. FT. Corporate. Micron guides revenue above forecast amid AI-driven memory demand. Bloomberg. CNBC. Meta CEO Zuckerberg recruits 3 OpenAI researchers to enhance AI efforts amid ongoing crisis. Reuters. Mars Inc.'s $36 billion acquisition of Kellanova approved by FTC, while EU investigates the deal. Bloomberg. Shell denies approaching BP for potential largest oil deal, stating no talks are ongoing. Reuters. FT. Tant plans to replace copper lines with fiber optic cables, aiming for 60-70M households. Bloomberg. H&M reports better than expected profits, indicating progress in CEO Erver's turnaround strategy. Bloomberg. Couche-Tard earnings fall short of estimates, citing lower fuel prices and softer gas demand. Bloomberg. Economy. Chinese state planner expresses confidence in minimizing external shocks through effective policy implementation. Reuters. Tokyo apartment rent inflation highest in 30 years, underlining pricing pressures in capital. Bloomberg. German consumer sentiment declines for the first time in 4 months as households increase savings. Reuters. There's more. I actually have a lot more for you. Oh yeah, get ready. We'll talk about it. S&P futures, they're up by 0.3 Thursday morning trading. Wait, I'm missing something. Wait a minute. I know, it sounds different. Yeah, hold on. I knew we were missing something. All right, please hold. Please hold. Hold on. There, I knew it. There you go. S&P futures 0.3 Thursday morning comes after U.S. equities finished mixed lower on Wednesday with tech AI outperformance and weak breadth. Nearly 75% of the S&P ended down for the day. The notable takeaways: treasuries mostly firmer with the curve steepening, yields down 3 basis points on the front end, dollar down by 0.4, gold up by 0.1, Bitcoin off by 0.4, and WTI up by 0.1. Quiet again from a headline perspective. Much of the attention seems to be on the latest report about Trump potentially naming Powell replacement pick sometime this summer or fall, much earlier than traditional. 3 to 4 month transition period fits with unrelenting criticism of Powell, Fed, for not cutting rates. However, shadow Fed chair push could also have adverse implications of central bank credibility. Reconciliation bill, the other area of focus, with Senate Republicans still looking to vote this weekend. Though Medicaid cuts and SALT deduction cap remains a big sticking point, White House continues to hint at a near-term trade deal announcement, though nothing particularly incremental. Also reportedly deal to make revenge tax irrelevant. Earnings calendar, a relative bright spot with Micron beat and raised, the latest tailwind for AI theme. On the flow front, Street continues to flag month and quarter end selling of U.S. equities. Initial jobless claims down 10,000 week over week to 236, better than expected and lowest since mid-May. Continuing claims up 37,000 to 1.974 million, highest since November 21st. Headline: made durable goods orders well ahead of estimates, highest since July 14th. Orders ex aircraft up 0.5%, highest since September. Core capital goods shipments also stronger than expected. Third read of Q1 GDP revised down to 0.5 contraction from prior 0.2 decline, lowest since Q1 2022. Consumption marked down 0.5 to 1.2 3.2, while price index marked up by 0.1 to 3.8. Core PCE up by 0.1 on the quarter. Data included May pending home sales, busy in terms of Fed speak, Goolsby, voter, steady labor market. Highlighted improving inflation and steady labor market. San Francisco Dolly said that the fall promising of a rate cut. Barkin, Hammock, and Barr on the schedule. Also, $44 billion of 7-year notes following an underwhelming 5-year auction on Wednesday. Looking ahead, personal income, personal spending, and core PCE inflation out on Friday, along with Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. In addition, Fed will release the bank stress test results. Microsoft and OpenAI reportedly battling over definition of artificial general intelligence. Micron beat and raised in the face of elevated expectations, with takeaways particularly upbeat on DRAM and HBM. MKC beat and cut GM expansion guidance, though analysts positive on offsetting operating actions. JEF fiscal Q2 EPS light with focus on uncertainty. Overhang in early quarter, though forward-looking commentary was upbeat. AYA beat on ABL, AIS segment upside. Walgreens beat on healthcare segment, though seeks weak front-end sales. Full beat and raise. SCS Q1 better with company highlighting solid demand. MLKN up big after fiscal Q4 beat, noting positive underlying trends and solid order growth across the business. Habibi. What is this? U.S. chip exports may slow China's adoption of DeepSeek's next model. Isn't that how they got DeepSeek? Hey, we'll save that conversation. Other than that, we got some pre-market movers, baby. So McCormick is up by 6 off earnings. NC up 5, CEO change. SCCO up 3 off copper. FCX up 2 off copper. Shell up 2.5, confirms not considering offer for BP. AMCR up 2.4, upgraded to buy at UBS, resumed overweight. Micron up 2.3, AMD, Dell, NVIDIA all up in sympathy. TFC up 1.5, Citi upgrade. WS up 16.9 off earnings. MLKN up 10 off earnings. Vera 8.5 insider buy. AYI up 8.5 off earnings. LNN up 3.6 off earnings. GRFS up 3.1, FDA 510K clearance for Erythra Alexis. WBA up 0.4 earnings. They had a deal already too. Synogen up 125. It's actually up 180 now. Announces collaboration with NVIDIA as part of Atomica 2025 showcase. VOR up 109. License agreement with Remogen. New CEO 175 million private placement. Beam up 14. Enters Middle East JV with Platinum Group UAE. SLDB is up by 5.9. Initiated by at Citi. Spur is up by 5. Serve up 4.8. Announces launch to service in Atlanta Metro. ALDX up 4.6. SPA agreement with FDA for ADX 2191 treatment of primary vitreoretinal lymphoma. CRNC up 4.6. CRML up 4.3. European Lithium sells $2 million in off-market transaction, trading lower. Unity down by 4.1. Reinstated underperform at Bank of America. eQuix down 2.8. BMO Capital Market downgrade. NOK down 2.3. Reportedly planning thousands of job cuts. TTD down 2.2. Wells Fargo downgrade. AMRS or AMRZ 1.7. Initiated neutral. Bank of America recent spinoff. ASML down 1.1. Jefferies downgrade. KTOS down 6.4. 13 million share offering. EWTX down 4.4. New results from OLE trial of Zefstamin. LEU down 3.1, initiated neutral. JP Morgan. ALT down 62, top line 24-week data impact 2 trial of Premvitide and MASH. RVPH down 37, common stock warrants. BTBT down 14, strategic shift to Ethereum and staking operations. Natter down 11.8, offering 2 million shares. And then NFE down by 4, BTIG downgrade. Wow, Habibi. Oh, yeah. So, Chattadonia, we're chilling, bro. Are you ready for another 7 hour? You got Trump comments. The cars and small trucks at the site of concrete workers trying to cover up the top of the shafts. Nothing was out of the facility. Are they? Oh, I think he was talking about the Iranian stuff. But yeah, baby. Are you guys ready? We're going to have a good day. I think it's going to be slow. But if it's not, I mean, who cares? We'll be ready. I hope you guys hear me when I'm saying that. You know, like yesterday was like slow, but like just be ready for anything to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting to chill. I don't think we're gonna take too many plays. We did take the BP, so like I'm just gonna sit here and take the easy ones. But until we start moving like 3%, dog, I don't think anything really matters, unfortunately. But here's the good news. It's like we kind of have time to kill, right? But here's the deal. We should be very productive. So do you know what I did yesterday? I did work. I did a lot of work. I even did Pilates. Believe it or not, bro. I was dead yesterday. But in the process of dying, I'm just sitting there exhausted, right? I'm exhausted as hell. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, what should I do? 'Cause I'm exhausted, and I don't want to move. And then I go to the government website, and then I pull up all of the big, beautiful bill. All 1,000 pages. And it didn't take me long. I'm almost done with it, believe it or not. It's a lot of lawyer filing shit, but I already read 270 pages or something like that. So, and I figured out how to change the world already. I'm very sad, you guys. I'm very, very sad. You know that? Okay? Would you like me to share it with you? Because we could change the world. I know how to stop the spending. I know how to do it all, bro. And you know it too. It's obvious. Everybody knows it already. And then after watching that social democrat win, you guys realize that we could win too. You know that, right? I'm just telling you. Just look ahead into the future. I already see. I'm just telling you, Chad. If he could win, then that's it. That is securing our political future. But I'll tell you this right now. No, bro, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Bro, all of it is just military spending. And I get it now. And I love you, Elon Musk. God bless you and thank you for everything. But even he's compromised, SpaceX, all the military money. Bro, it's disgusting. So I'm telling you, I'm a disgusting capitalist too. I'm reading this bill so I could find out where the money's going and how I could get paid off of it, right? That's duh. So, and then you guys probably notice corn prices too, right? There's a lot of agriculture in the bill that sets up certain subsidy prices. So there's a lot in agriculture. And then the other part of it, bro, is military. And, bro, the spending on the military shit is unreal. I'm not even fucking with you. I'll get you the list and I'll show you. But I've heard people talk about so many ways to lower the spending and this and that. But, bro, I'm telling you, all of the new military money that nobody has said anything about is ridiculous. Dude, it's trillions. That's why I'm no fucking way. It's all in there. Nobody has said anything about it. So I'll show you when we get to it. But yeah, I feel like the real change, and if people were willing to vote a socialist Democrat into office, I love the military and I love the veterans. You guys all know that. But we need to find a way to that's the answer, bro. And that's what sucks, because I'm telling you guys right now, I have to finish this bill, but the way it's looking, you're not going to get your hands on this money unless you're working in defense. Honestly, I'm very bullish on defense stocks now, even more. You guys already saw the first wave, but I'm telling you, all of the money is going to defense. That's it. That's all it is. All of it. It's actually kind of crazy, because let me pull up the bill and you'll see it. So, yeah, let me get my PDF. How I have, give me a PDF, please. No, give me the PDF. Yeah. So, yeah, here it is. So, look, you got to go in what? We got to be at page, I think 175 maybe. And then look, these are the amounts when they're just adjusting the Biden money, and some of them they're giving Biden programs another 5-10 years. Remember I was telling you that, where a lot of money you got to just pay for the old shit, right? But let me see when I get to the defense. Bro, I'm telling you, we're still in agriculture. It starts with agriculture, then it goes into defense. But dude, it was the list. I kept tweeting random ones, bro. I got to look at the Senate one. Yeah, this is the House one. But, bro, it was disgusting. Either way, even then, let me just find you one list. I don't think we have time for me to go to the other one. Yeah, here. Look, this is where it just starts. $250 million expansion of training. This is all the defense stuff, right? $400 million collaboration. This is all new money, too, by the way. So if it doesn't say strike through, if it doesn't say add to so-and-so bill, these are all new appropriations. This is new money that they want to spend. $450, it's all military, bro. All of it just weapons and guns and blowing shit up. I'm telling you, as someone who's a pacifist, I hope you see where I come to this. And obviously I see the need for defense, and if we let go on our defense, everybody else is going to go crazy. But look, $4.6 billion for a sub, $5.4 billion for some ships, 160, again, it goes on and on, bro. I'm not done. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's just one part of it. And then you go to the next part. Another, bro, it's just missile after missile, literally $250 million to study energy-directed weapons, a damn conspiracy theory. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I was kind of blown away. Because, again, I understand the need for it, and we love our vets, and I'm telling you, bro, like, without the U.S. military, you know, I mean, I could only imagine. But, dude, this is where the money is going. And I need to finish it. I have about 800 more pages to go, and I will let you guys know my findings. Maybe we could do it live, but yeah, dude, so far, I'm like, it's so weird that, like, bro, if you just cut half of this, you could save, at least we could, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm figuring out where to get the savings. Let's cut Powell in half. Powell saves us $400 billion. I think we could save at least $1 trillion and still build the military out without doing all of that. And then then we get the tax cuts. You got to find a way to pay for that $3 trillion. But all in all, bro, like I'm telling you, dude, it's kind of insane. And I'm like, with everybody of what they've talked about, and people have brought up, like, dude, we brought up the dumbest shit. Even myself, like, I brought up, there's like 90 million to get rid of pigs. And that's fine, because I'm telling you, most of the money is just on weapons. For, you know, you would think with all the social justice and all the bullshit we've dealt with, you would think we would really have peace, not spending more and more on weapons. But like I'm saying now, we're about to agree to this money supply. They're about to spend all this money. But like, remember I was telling you guys yesterday, I don't know how it's gonna play out. And now look, bro, most of it's going to weapons and defense. That money doesn't trickle down the same way you would think. And it's not going towards home building. It's not going to real estate. It's going to pew pew. You know what I'm saying? Defense stocks. I'm bullish on that now. But other than that, that's what I was worried about. Because like I'm saying now, $3 trillion a tax cut, a couple trillion is just weapons. It's gonna increase the money supply, but it's not gonna trickle down and play out the way you think it would. So, that being said, my friends, we're gonna go over that today. That should be a lot of fun. But Chatadonia, God bless you. God bless America. I still love this great country, baby. Amen. That's why I hope we all get educated, we get informed. I hope we love each other, and I hope everybody got a great day, life, country, everything, baby. Amen. Amen. And if you understand, bro, we're all in this together. Every single, whether you like me or not, brother. And that's why every day, man, before we start our mission, before we try to chase a dollar, we must pay homage to a very special group of people that has made a sacrifice that most of us never have and never will. And I am talking about the veterans of the United States of America. That's why we give a shout out, baby. We are all in this, and there is a select group of people that have gone before all of us, bro, and we're willing to put everything on the line for our freedom. That's why, man, I hope we can all help each other out. I hope we even give back to the veterans. I hope if you have not, bro, if you have not served, I hope you could bring this love and appreciation to real life, for real, man. What the hell is that? We all do our part. That was weird. We all do our part, baby. But like I said, man, we are all in this. So veterans, if anybody should be getting real estate, stocks, all of that, I really hope that you do, man. You guys have already fought for this. It is your time to own a little piece of it, baby. So God bless every single one of you. Thank you to the veterans, and big shout out to their families as well. They have given up a lot too. And just, use your voice. Again, bro, you know what? I'm mad. You know why? Because how many times have you heard me talk about the veterans? This year we talked about $6 billion. And I just read the bill. That was one submarine. You could house all the homeless veterans for 4 years. So, all I'm saying, bro, everybody has given up a lot. I hope we could honor those who came before us. And veterans, for real, baby. God bless every single one of you. And big shout out to anybody else out there giving back to their local communities, doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men. Anybody making their communities run, baby. God bless you and thank you. But, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Oh, it's game time, baby. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Charadonia. Oh, I'm hyped, bro. Friday, Junior. Shout out the vets. Are you guys ready? We're going to read 1,000 pages live. Oh, yeah. I read the Bible. You think I'm worried about reading? Oh, yeah. What up? Good morning. So now it's time, baby. I got a couple plays for you, but let's get on over. Let's move on over. So I love you all, man, and you have a good day. Make it a positive day. Remember, bro, the world, God, not your enemy. Only thing that will be an enemy is your reaction to it. Okay, that's a little Marcus Aurelius for you, big dog. So God bless you. Let's have a good one, and I will see you there.